Let's get into the Aries women. I will do a video on Aries men later. March 21st to April 20th is traditionally the cardinal sign Aries, which is also a fire sign. Planetary ruler is Mars. Yes, Mars, the god of war. And I don't say this lightly. Many Aries women are extremely aggressive. And I say that in the nicest way. These are the women that are quick to snap at you if you say something that offends them. However, they're not always willing to get down and go in an all-out brawl, but they certainly are not afraid to. They can, however, make excellent friends when it comes to sharing and being there to be a supportive ear to listen to you when you are going through your struggles. Aries women tend to have their own struggles, and sometimes they don't always express it fully, but when you're ready to open up with an Aries, just know that they'll be there to quietly listen. These Aries women have a tendency to express themselves through the things that they champion and the political and social causes that they champion. This is the women you will find wearing the political gear that they associate with. You know, think of the people who have the MAGA hats or the people who have a Kamala shirt. These are the people that will proudly represent what they fight or what they believe in. I've never found Aries women to be as creative as they like to make themselves out to be. They're very strong leaders in that you could see them running like a nonprofit or a community outreach program, or, you know, being on a board of trustees for something, that or the other. But these are not the creative people that are coming up with innovative ideas or, you know, problem solving solutions to change the world. Many Aries women enjoy higher education. Many of them turn into nurses, educators, and they love learning so much that sometimes they forget that they can't just keep learning and they actually need to work. These are women that have a tendency to get stuck into the rhythm of learning and forget that, hey, maybe it's time to apply some of this stuff that I've learned. And it's not that they're unwilling, it's sometimes that they're just, quite frankly, kind of lazy. And it's not that they don't like work, it's just that when they don't want to do it, let's just put it this way, Aries women ain't doing it. If they're not moved by it or they don't want to do it, you can't make them do it. I have yet to find an Aries woman that finds a man that is right for them. Hear me out. Aries women make bad decisions when it comes to men. They have a tendency to go with the first man that comes into their life that really sparks and ignites their fire. Remember, this is a fire sign. So if you are somebody that can ignite them and keep them feeling like you're fighting for them, they will stick to you like glue. These are people that are very loyal, and these women have a tendency to not want to rock the boat too much when it comes to dating. They hate the concept of constantly dating and dating. It gets exhausting to them. This is why when they find a decent man, they will stick there and they will stick it out with you men. So if you get an Aries lady, you better enjoy the fact that she's going to be your ride or die. I've never met an Aries woman that isn't willing to take a fashion risk. These are women that enjoy doing something that's different and unique. It could be something as simple as trying new makeup techniques or trying their hair in a different style, but they constantly need to change things up. They get bored very easily. I also find that Aries women are great at conversations. They're willing to listen. They really are. And sometimes when they're listening to you, just know that they are sizing you up and judging whether or not they should share things with you or keep it to themselves. These are women that are highly astute at judging and seeing people for who they really are. Aries women better have a person in their back pocket that can support them for the rest of their life. These women have a tendency to make really bad money decisions. And it's not that they suck at making money. They're actually quite good at making money when they put their mind to it. They become, the person that everybody kind of likes in the group and can work with. But like I said, the ability to go into this feeling of, I don't need to work, I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to take a break from X, Y, and Z can sometimes put them in bad financial situations. They just feel like money comes natural to me, so I don't really need to put too much effort into worrying about it. Or if it's just that they genuinely could care less. Money's not the end all be all to them. It's more so, what can I do with that money? Aries women have a tendency to be impulsive, and sometimes you have to kind of reel them in and say, hey, you don't need this, that, the other. You're fine with what you have. You don't need it. A good friend of an Aries woman will always remind them that, you know, you don't need to buy it. You already have 7 of the same shoes. You already have a really perfect kitchen. It's hard for Aries to say no to things because they enjoy newness. This is the sign that will redecorate their home, you know, every 2 to 3 years because they just like the newness. It's not necessarily to fit in with anyone. It's the newness of something exciting, that they can use to curate something that makes them feel comfortable in their surroundings. Finally, do not like people stepping on their toes. They don't like people coming into their spaces and changing things or doing anything that will make them feel uneasy. For women that are very rigid in their surroundings, and when they have children, it's very hard on their children to be around them because, you know, they do things their way, and you're just simply existing in their world. The people in their life, like their husband, their children, they have a hard time understanding your needs because they're so focused on their own.